Okay, here it is. Easy Pantry Meals episode. I think it's 5. Might be 4. I don't know. I would have to go look. So anyway, I have these brats that I got at Aldi a while ago. Before I froze them, the use by date was like November. It's almost June, so I needed to use these up. So I browned them. They're very well browned. I'm going to roll them around a little bit. I have onions from the garden that I'm going to cook in there a little bit too. I'm going to turn this down a little bit because it's kind of high. I'm going to get those going, just get them to start to caramelize a little bit. And then I have, and you know, again, I'm pantry cooking. I have green beans from December that I will throw in last. I have, and although I could use sauerkraut, also from Aldi, from the pantry, this is good till 25. So I'm not going to use that today, but I do have fresh sauerkraut from our garden that I fermented from our garden. So I'll use that. And then I could use canned potatoes that I just canned them last week. I don't want to use them yet. And I have a whole bunch of fresh ones left. I've already diced these. They are in water right now so they don't turn brown. But that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use the fresh tomatoes and the fresh sauerkraut. Although you could use your pantry staples for this. Some of it's from the freezer. Some of it's from the pantry. The onions are pretty fresh from the garden. And this is what we're going to have for dinner tonight. And I am totally stoked over it. I thought about cooking the brats, actually roasting them in the oven. And I do that sometimes with Italian sausage when I'm doing spaghetti sauce kind of things. I'll cook them in the oven. I didn't want to do that today. You know what? I just didn't want to deal with the mess. One pan is good for me. These onions are looking good. If I cook these beforehand, I would slice them, but I'll slice them just before I serve them. So I am going to actually let those go for a minute. I'm going to drain the potatoes and put the sauerkraut and the green beans in, and then I'll probably let it all simmer for about a half an hour, maybe not that long, just till the potatoes are tender and the brats are cooked. So I will be back. Okay, so apparently I did it again. The brats were browned. I added the potatoes that I had in water that I drained. And again, you could use canned potatoes. I would put them in maybe a little bit later. But and then I put in my sauerkraut. I did add a little bit more than I had set aside. I thought it just didn't look like enough. I'm going to cover this and let it cook for probably about 20-25 minutes. I'll check it after 20 minutes. If the potatoes are soft and the sausages, the brats are cooked, I will throw the beans in and just basically warm those up. I don't want them to get overcooked. You could easily use canned beans in here. I would definitely throw them in way towards the end. So I'm going to cover this and we'll be back. All right, I'm back. It's been 20 minutes. At 10 minutes, I threw the beans in, just sprinkled them on top. They were already, oh, those potatoes are done. They were already blanched, so they were already partly cooked. And again, if you used canned ones, I would definitely throw them in at the end, very end. I did throw a little splash of beer in there just to make sure it didn't dry out. I'm going to slice up these sausages real quick. I'll cut one in half to start with, make sure it's done. Oh yeah, those are beautiful. Done. So I'm going to slice those because it makes it easier when you're trying to eat. Sure, Salty will have his in a bowl. I will put mine probably on a plate. And you know, the reasoning for that is it cools off faster. I don't eat hot food. I don't eat super hot food. So these are, I don't know, 1/4 inch slices on the sausage. I thought about it 10 minutes ago. Would have been nice to throw some apple slices in there. I don't have apple slices, so that didn't happen. But that would be really good too. It would sweeten it up a little bit. I mean, how yummy does this look? The brats, these were Aldi brats, and I've never had a problem with any meat from Aldi. The prices are great. The quality, the flavor. I truly love Aldi. I wish it was closer. It's a good 30-35 minutes for me to drive to Aldi. So unless I am somewhere where there's an Aldi nearby and I have a cooler with me, I don't do a lot of Aldi trips. If I'm doing a big shop, I might go to Aldi, but it really has to be worth that drive. I mean, you're talking an hour of my time plus gas. So I do love these brats though. And like I said, this particular package was just in the freezer longer than I like to keep them. So I'm going to call this done. This was pretty quick and easy. I mean, all total, I think it took me, let's see, brown in the brats, cooking everything, maybe 45 minutes. And if you planned ahead, I mean, you could cook the brats ahead of time and just, call it a day. I threw the green beans in. I didn't think green beans, I wasn't sure if they actually needed to go in there, but I felt like I needed something green in here. So I threw the green beans in. This is it. This is our dinner tonight. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Quick and easy. Less than an hour, definitely. And see what it looks like when I dish it up. It's beautiful. Still a little bit of liquid in the bottom there, but not enough to worry about. Look at that. That's Salty's. He likes that bowl. Like I said, I'm going to put mine on a plate. Yummy. We're going to go eat dinner. Thanks so much for joining. I know I dumped it back just because he's out in the yard and I'm not sure how long till he's coming in. But I am going to turn it off and we're going to eat shortly. Thanks for joining. Okay, so that was a little hot.